With SPY getting rejected at the 5 EMA, will selling resume on turnaround Tuesday? Let's go. We'll get to the hourly in a bit, but let's start by looking at the daily. Determining if we were likely to get more downside pressure is really tricky right now, as whatever Jerome Powell says definitely will drive markets and create a ton of volatility on Wednesday. But let's see if we can parse together some clues to see if we can see a direction or at least give us some guidance and a plan moving into Wednesday. Real quick, for most of the day, the daily chart had an erroneous wick that eventually resolved itself near close. Was the market trying to tell us something? And actually today, this is now candle number 10 on a perfected buy signal, where the close is lower than the candle from 4 days ago. The rip higher really gets strong if this hits 13. Also, earlier, I mentioned that we got rejected at the 5 EMA, and if you look in the past here, pretty much once this crossed the 20, the 5 EMA acts as strong resistance, and you can see a couple times when candles break that resistance, they'll retest, maybe the 13 EMA or the 20 SMA, and potentially get rejected to keep the downtrend going. But what you'll notice is once we got above it, it typically became a good buy area. And so here you can see once again, when we got near this here and once we broke above it, it was a good buy signal in buying the dip and selling the rips. Around low of day today, I bought a half a position with SPXL and TQQQs, and those are the triple bulls of the indices. So I really want to see this pump. And I did this without a signal, as I'm just trying to front run the Fed. This will only really work tomorrow if we get a pump, as on Wednesday will bring a ton of volatility, and always remember that the first move at 2 p.m. is typically the false one. The Qs did have a day of follow through from Friday, but you'll see here that they also got rejected at the 5 EMA. But the good news here is that they are showing that they did for now at least hold this channel low. Now, could we come down tomorrow, retest this low to form a double bottom of sorts before moving up? Sure. But that's why we want to see a day of follow through tomorrow. NVDA wicked the neckline for a third day in a row and closed up about 1.5%. And that was pretty good for NVIDIA, considering that most semiconductors closed down on the day as on-semi earnings guidance caused pressure. Is it still a bear trap or is it now a bull trap? And Apple made an attempt to recapture its 200 SMA but got rejected. Is the next pump here? If you're feeling bullish, then hit that like button. But if you're bearish, then hit the thumbs down, as I'm trying to see how many bulls versus bears are out there. One bit of relief is the US 10Y yields tagged 4.9% today and then got rejected. But these do still appear to be flagging. And as for the VIX, it got crushed today, and it closed below the danger zone at 20. And the percentage of stocks trading above their 50 SMA saw some participation as they closed at 14%. Was that 10% a pivot low? If you don't know what I'm talking about, then watch my video from yesterday as I posted it at the end of this one. One thing for sure is if we break above this 5 EMA, Discord members will be hearing my buy signals in the Discord. Like the ones I got today and I'll be reviewing a little bit later. So make sure to subscribe, as I'll be sharing some of these with you daily. When it comes to what next, the hourly chart can help us sort this out. Today I sent a message out to the Discord on my Morning Java channel that we were likely to form an inverse head and shoulders, and we did. When I saw that this had controlled selling, and it came close to wicking for a second time the 50% retrace, I went ahead and bought a half a position. And I was quickly glad that I did. Now, if we look at this selling channel that we've held, I warned that where we broke down, we were likely to come down, come back up and retest, and if we failed here, that was extremely bearish. So now we set ourselves up at a close pretty much right at the test point. Yeah, this makes me feel uncomfortable that we closed here, but I'm glad I'm up over 2% on both SPXL and TQQQs. No doubt all eyes and ears will be on Jerome Powell this week, and also the jobs data and Apple may move the markets more than people think. Now, before we close, I want to get to some signals. RCL issued a buy signal on their earnings release, but for this one, I wasn't interested until we either broke the downtrend or at least tested and broke this 20 SMA on the daily. Murphy USA signaled today, but I didn't take this one as it has earnings on Wednesday. But if you look at this, the last time it signaled, it ran a good over 10%. Wabtec is an industrial, and it also signaled a buy. I did take this one as it looked like it was setting up a nice bull flag out on an earnings breakout, but we'll need to see what it does here at the 50 EMA as it's heading into resistance. Again, if you want to see all my signals in real time, then join the Discord for only $5 per month, and you'll get my feedback as well. As that's all I have for now until the next video, and we'll see you then.